What up, everyone? It's your boys, Jake and Paris with Through the Ropes podcast. We just want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors. We have Great Northern Dispensary. We also have Fire Pizza, which we just had some. It was delicious. And then also, of course, Fresh Bread Productions. If you need some good video and photography done, check out Paris, man. He's the bomb. So today we got a really fun episode. As you can see, I'm rocking a little bit of extra gear. I have a good friend with me, Glen Winslow. You would be the co-owner of the Electrics, Great Falls Electrics / OR surgeon / amazing human being. I happen to know him a little bit. Glenn, how are you doing today?
You know, I'm having a great day.
Yeah?
It's just, I'm excited to be here with my friends here and really talk a little bit about some local fun stuff that's going on.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you squeezing us in. Glenn, people literally just got done sewing up a patient and came here, scarfed some pizza with us, got right to it. So thank you again for stopping in.
It's my pleasure and honor to be here, Jake.
Yeah. So I do know a little bit about you just because of my parents and then obviously Vicky and Kevin, my in-laws. I know you pretty well. You're an awesome guy. I do know that you are not a Great Falls native, correct? Where are you from? Tell us a little bit about how you grew up. And
get ready for a little traveling, little world adventure here. But I have the absolute honor of being born to missionary parents. Back in the 60s in Hong Kong. I was born in Hong Kong, and then at age 3 went to the beautiful island of Formosa, otherwise known as Taiwan. You hear about a lot in the news, but I spent the first 18 years of my life, save a couple years in the States, in Formosa, and immersed into the culture and learned the language, and was able to go to boarding schools and military schools, Department of Defense schools, but incredibly blessed to have that experience to travel around the world 3 times before I'm out of high school.
That's awesome, man. I didn't know the thing about the defense schools and the military schools. So this is what's fun about this show is even when I think I know someone, I get to learn a little bit extra about them. So
for sure, we had the Department of Defense schools when I was elementary, and then we had missionary boarding schools. So imagine this, Jake, when you're in high school, you're getting on a train, you're heading about 4 or 5 hours north, and you come home maybe every 6 weeks, and you're all on your own in a boarding school in high school. And that was really exciting. I think it really caused me to grow up a little bit more. We had a smaller school. I was able to be very involved all across the spectrum in terms of sports and theater and singing and all the music stuff. So yeah, it was a hoot as a high school kid, and then you learn the language and you're good to go.
That's awesome. So you do like theater then?
Yeah, I really do enjoy it.
Okay.
I was involved a lot when I was young, but
right.
Now it's a lot of sports.
Favorite musical?
Fiddler on the Roof.
Okay. I like the sound.
I actually played Tevye on Fiddler on the Roof. Believe it or not, if I were a rich man, I played Tevye, and I did all right. Had a good time. Brought the house down, baby.
I'm excited you said that because the Great Falls Theater is actually doing Fiddler on the Roof this summer, and a friend of mine does. He does the production, or he's the guy who runs it. I don't know what you would call him, but yeah, the director or whatever. And he was telling me that I should try out for it. I've never done anything like that, and I was too cool for school, back in the day. And I like getting outside my comfort zone. So I was thinking about.
You'd be amazing.
It'd be fun to try.
It'd be amazing. There's a lot of different, really cool parts of
it.
So,
yeah. I know nothing about it, but it sounds like a good musical. My favorite is The Sound of Music.
Sound of Music, can't go wrong.
Paris, you got a favorite musical over there?
I don't really like musicals. Maybe, I don't know if this counts, La La Land. I really like that.
Oh, of course that counts. No, that's incredible.
Yeah, the cinematography in that is really what got me, because the cinematography in that movie is just beautiful. Every shot is just perfect.
No, that's an outstanding.
Libby's been wanting to watch that. That's with Ryan Gosling and...
and then Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Okay, cool.
That'd be a nice date flick. You probably need to watch that.
All right.
Do the right thing.
I'll pencil it in. Right.
Pencil in your busy schedule.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So do you know a little bit of? You can speak how many different languages? 1, 2.
I'm just a good English speaker and Chinese, Mandarin.
Okay, that's right, Mandarin. Okay.
Yeah.
Kevin likes to brag about that. So
I have it's just a lot of fun to be able to cruise around and go into Chinatown or whatever, or in a Chinese restaurant and kind of trip them out a little bit.
Yeah.
The big old white guy comes in and, he's speaking Mandarin, so it blows them away. And they uniformly always speak back to me in English. I'm like, come on, give me a break. I need an opportunity to practice. And these yahoos are talking back to me in English. So.
Some of them probably don't even know.
They don't even know.
Yeah. Then that's the story Kevin likes to brag about is you guys were, because you're on your baseball trip. I
like to take them and do a little adventuresome eating, venture eating. Those guys are pretty much meat and potatoes guys. guys, but every once in a while I'll take them in, and then we'll start bantering back and forth with the staff, and they enjoy it. That's the dim sum and all this kind of stuff. So it's fun to kind of test the cuisines a little bit.
Yeah, and that's a cool little tradition you guys got going to the.
It is, yeah. I've got some unbelievable friends that I've known for 30 years, and we've been traveling the states, hitting every ballpark in the country. We have a couple ballparks left. And 3 ballparks to be specific, and we've hit them all, and except the 3, and we've just had an unbelievable time. And we're real geeks. I mean, we're not we go out, we play golf, we play some board games, okay, and then we go to watch baseball. And we do it every year, and it's like clockwork, and we have the absolute time of our lives.
That's awesome, man. Yep. Sometimes it's the simplicity and stuff that makes it
simple
so
stuff.
fun.
We have a board game that we play, and it's game on. Okay,
what's it called?
Acquire.
Yeah.
So that's just a big little personal thing that we play a lot of as guys, and kind of talk a lot of smack. And
does Kevin ever talk you into playing Rook?
No, we don't want to get beat. That's the key. You don't want to lose. Okay, if you're gonna come against Kevin Carlson in a game like that, it'll be over. All right, and we don't like to lose.
Yeah, that's right. So, how did you end up over in the States, or how did you end up in Montana? Let's fast forward a little bit.
Quite a story, but had my undergraduate experience in Southern Illinois. And decided I wanted to go into medical school. And, it was a little bit of a tough haul, but I was able to get into school at Southern Illinois University and, figured out I wanted to be a surgeon. I always wanted to be a surgeon since I was a little kid. My mother had a basically there was a polio epidemic in the 50s in Taiwan. And as a result, all these kids were dying of scoliosis, which is curvature of the spine. And so she got this entire program going. She's an amazing woman, okay, my mother. She got this entire program going. They were saving lives. And I got exposed to that orthopedic surgery. It's a Harrington rod surgery where they put the rods in the back to straighten the spines. And I wanted to be an orthopedic surgeon. So that was a key. And I went to medical school and decided I didn't like orthopedics. I wanted to be a general surgeon. And out of Springfield, Illinois, then you have an apprenticeship, right? Quite like you do in your trade.
Yeah.
We have apprenticeship, and what that is where you do a residency, all right? And it's about a 5 to 6 year program where you go out and you basically learn how to take care of people, learn how to operate. You're taught. It's kind of a mentorial type relationship with colleagues. And we were in Salt Lake for 6 years. Of course, I grew up in the mountains. Taiwan's a very mountainous region, and we wanted to stay in the mountains. And I interviewed all over the Intermountain West. And lo and behold, they took us here in Great Falls back in 1997. And, I had some friends that were here. Dale Mortenson's my partner. He was actually one of my teachers when I was a little keister in medical school.
Really?
And he's now my senior partner. And they recruited me, and I've been here ever since. Haven't left town. We've raised our family here. It's been an unbelievable blessing for us to be here and meet cool people,
Yeah.
and be in a great town. I mean, what a cool town,
Yeah.
It's the last best place in Montana.
It is, dude.
I mean, it's a great place. And we love seeing professionals like you that are hanging around, giving their best to this town. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to me, and I've got kids that do that too. Okay.
Yeah. No, you do. Yeah, and it's fun.
Sure.
And this community's been nothing but good to me since I was young. And I've talked about it before with what happened with my sister. But this community's been nothing but good to me, and I just see it as like my duty to try and return the favor when and where I can. Mm-hmm. And when I have awesome friends that, it makes it easy to want to return the favor. So,
right.
So what year did you move to Did you start off in Great Falls?
We came out here in 97.
Okay.
Yeah. So we came here in 97 and got immersed into the community. And of course, have had a great job ever since. They haven't run on me out of town yet. And I've been able to just flourish here, have it's just a wonderful, satisfying, gratifying career here as a general surgeon. Had wonderful partners that I've worked with over the years, wonderful colleagues, a wonderful supportive relationship with both the Great Falls Clinic and with Benefits. They've been wonderful for me and have supported me, and nothing but good things to say about the medical community.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just unbelievable. We have this diamond in the rough out here in north central Montana,
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky to know. I mean, obviously my dad was a respiratory therapist, but I'm privileged to know a lot of nurses and, a couple people that, they're the heart and soul of a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good nurses out there, and So and then you had you are having a great career here, and you love this community, and it seems like now you are kind of returning that back a little bit in the form of some entertainment. You and a good friend, Jim Keogh, how did that all come together, you and him? How did you decide on, okay, let's talk first. So Jim and, oh my God, Glenn, holy cow, brain fart. Jim and Glenn bought, or did you have to buy it, or did you just create it?
Basically, what this is, this opportunity, Jim has been my best friend ever since I've been here. We hobnob together, have a good time, whether that's good or bad. He's a cool dude. Okay?
He is.
And he's just my best friend. And, he's had some, sporting opportunities, business ventures. And, I've never really been able to get in on it. I've just more, been raising my family and doing work and all this and that. But, I'm in the season there where we're starting to think about what's going on in the next season.
Yeah.
And Jim came to me with an opportunity to basically invest in a professional basketball team here in Great Falls, bring, high quality basketball, professional level basketball to Great Falls. And I jumped all over. It took me 5 minutes to decide.
Yeah.
And so what we've done is we've bought into this franchise. The Great Falls Electric is part of the basketball league. This is a national league made up of, I believe we're up to 36 teams now throughout the country. There are 6 conferences. And it's highly successful. And what we're doing is they bring things back to the community. I mean, we're not the NBA, all right?
Yeah.
We're more on caliber, maybe with just a titch under the G League, okay? Mm-hmm. We're really a minor league basketball team, professional basketball team that is providing an opportunity for the unbelievable volume of kids out there that play basketball.
Yeah.
We're talking a little over 1% make it to the NBA, okay, of college players. Think about that, Division I college players. And these kids are all incredibly skilled, but they just can't quite make it to that next level. They're looking for opportunities, and this is what we've provided them, and we can bring this incredible skill set to this community. And one of the things we've set it up is it's a gap sort of time, right? You got the NCAA's done, the NBA is playing, the NCAA's done, high school's done, and we can bring this in for the 3-month season that we have, March, April, May.
Yeah.
And really bring some cool stuff to this community. It's all about the community.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what it is.
The games were a lot of fun. I had the privilege of going to quite a few of them last year, and it just, the energy of the people, and just you guys did some fun stuff to bring people in. You kind of had the VIP stuff going around. Just everything was just so fun about it, and everyone just complains all the time that there's just not really anything to do in Great Falls, and it's nice to add another thing to do. It's not just a thing. Like, I do enjoy watching sports, but I enjoy watching live sports a little bit more than on the TV. Mm-hmm. So, and it just is, and for us, luckily, it's 4 or 5 blocks away, so it's a pretty easy drive. Yeah, and it's just it was such a good time. And when you guys are such good people, and then you had Libby working, I mean, you have your daughters there, it's helping work, and it's just such a, like you said, like a family affair. And it just kind of made it that much more fun to root for it and want to be a part of it. And yeah. We've really tried to stress family on this thing. And I, once I kind of got into this, I have some very talented people that work for me. Some of which are my kids. We've got all our kids that live here in town. They work for me. We've got some unbelievable friends. Jake's daughter works for us. And we've got, Paris is helping us out. We've got kids that really are looking for an opportunity to help us. These are young kids, and we're giving them these opportunities to sort of become immersed into this. And it's just a whole package. There's so many things to do. Right.
But I've personally got a lot of gratification working with my daughter, who's the assistant general manager, and she's really sort of learning the ropes from Jim. And
she still is out there handing out tickets and stuff too,
straight up,
selling tickets.
Yeah, she's
and
doing it all.
Yeah.
And the kids.
You said Jim. Yeah, sorry, you were saying Jim is. Mm-hmm. So how, and Jim, are you two co-owners? And sorry,
we are the way it's set up is we are partners in the franchise, and we've bought into this franchise, and it's an investment over time.
Yeah.
We're the owners, and then actually my wife is the president of the LLC.
Okay.
So she has the final say, and we love that. This is a women strong organization. Okay. Mm-hmm. The CEO of this organization is a retired school teacher. incredibly talented woman. Of course, her husband is kind of pounds the road. He's kind of the president. Dave Magley, ex Mr. Indiana basketball, played 4 years at KU and about 6 or 7 years in the pros. Really? He's a great guy, and maybe we could get him here. You would love to meet this guy, Dave Magley. Yeah. You won't talk much, okay? He talks most of the time.
That's all right.
But
That's all right.
He's put this together, and they emphasize women in leadership, and we just think that's the coolest thing ever. You know, of course, the diversity is a very big part of this as well, and so we just proud to be a part of it.
Dude, it was, like I said, every time I was at a game, it was fun, and the crowd was always into it. Are you doing the DJ again this year?
Yeah. So we're gonna dial it in a little bit on that. We have put together a musical program that we second to none. You know, in terms of our music, we have brought in a very talented young lady, Emma McCarthy, who comes up through the cheerleading ranks. She's actually the head coach at the Rise Athletics. Okay. She's their senior coach for their top. Are you familiar with that team?
Yeah, I know. I have a couple of friends' kids.
The Rise Athletics. Yep. And so Emma is going to be sort of our point person, play person, sort of our personality, if you will, on the court. You know, in timeout, halftime, and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so then we're going to have the whole musical. We don't have a formal DJ this year, but Emma's going to be doing all the PR, if you will, at the game.
Yeah, because I was like,
she's 21. She is just an absolute delight. Incredibly talented, and we are so glad to have some of that talent to help us.
And I'm sure that energy will still be there. I just remember being like, "Oh, damn! There's a straight up a live DJ right there, just spinning."
Yeah, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna dial that down.
Yeah.
Actually, my daughter's gonna be running a lot of the music.
Okay.
I love the music thing too.
Okay.
So I got a lot of that.
Well, I'll make sure to message her some requests of some songs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
we've got full access to that. So
yeah. So and then you got some pretty like big or I don't know if you want to call them acquisitions, but some people coming back. You weren't at first. You weren't sure. Was it Juwan Cushenberry?
Antoine Cushing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dude.
That's right.
But so you were saying when I seen you at the airport, he was across seas playing?
Yeah. So Antoine came in and just made a huge impact last year. He's 5'10", but he plays much taller.
He's good.
He's very quick. Shoot the three balls, got a good free throw and drives and penetrates a lot. And he was just a dynamo for our team last year. He won Rookie of the Year. Okay. In the entire league. Top rookie of the year.
For your first year, that's awesome.
Yeah, unbelievable. And so he went and played in Albania. Played at Albania professionally, and he's just finishing that up. He's actually coming in on Sunday. And so Antoine Cushenberry is going to be with us this year. We're very excited to have him continue with us. He was very excited to come back. So
he lit it up out there. You guys had really good players out
there. Well, he was our top point guard last year, and he played a lot of minutes. He worked very hard, and we were really appreciative of his effort because we had a good team.
And do you have many of those guys returning this year?
Yeah, so we have about 40% of our players returning. We've also recruited a fair amount of players. We've recruited a lot of new players.
I've seen some.
I can expand on a little bit, but
what I wanted to ask about is who was the hometown guy who played for the Grizz? He has a basketball program, I think, here in town.
Right. Yeah. He will not be playing with us.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Maybe that's why I'll let you name some stuff then.
That's okay. Yeah. So probably one of our coolest things that were brought in this year is Raekwon Evans. Raekwon Evans comes out of Billings Skyview. He took them to at least, if not two state championships, AA championships, and he went to, I believe, it was Northern Idaho College, and took that junior college program to the championship.
Really?
The national championship. And finally, he comes and plays for Leonard Hamilton at Florida State a few years ago, and I kid you not, he did extremely well for that team and took them to the Sweet 16, beat teams like Duke, and his guy has come back. He's paying it forward. He's a coach in Billings, runs camps and things like this. This guy called us and says, "I want to come play for you guys."
That's awesome.
And we're bringing him, his wife, and his two kids, and they're going to live here for 3 months. They are over the moon excited. We cannot meet this guy. He is going to be a phenomenal talent. So that's one of our guys we brought in.
Okay. And then, so do you have any other local guys, or is it?
I'll tell you. Well, let's start with our coaching. Steve Keller is a local legend. He comes out of multiple high school, both girls and guys, state championships. He won. He took the Montana Western as well as UP to multiple Frontier Conference championships. Took them to the NAIA championships. He is a local legend. People love this guy. He's an unbelievable talent. And he retired last year. He's coming out of retirement to help us coach. And he lives in Great Falls. His wife's a teacher at Metal Art.
Okay.
And so that's great. Brendan Howard, as you recall, comes out of the Great Falls High program, and he played in Europe and I believe in North Dakota and Eastern Washington. Nevertheless, he decided he wanted to coach. He is our assistant coach, and he's over the moon excited. I mean, he's ready to go. He'll be our assistant coach, and then he'll strap him up if we get into.
I say, did he play for you guys a little bit?
He played for us last year. He had some injuries.
Yeah, that's right.
He played for us last year. So in terms of local talent, that's what we're gonna have as coaching. Then we got the kiddo coming out of Billings. Okay. But we've got some unbelievable blue chippers coming in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been paying attention to some of the Instagram updates and stuff like that. Yep. You guys are posting some fun stuff, and it's just exciting times. What is it like for you guys? I mean, what are maybe some of the difficulties on the day-to-day basis of trying to get the show together, and then like post after the season? I mean, trying to retain people or figure out who you're going to bring in, and can you kind of talk about some?
Well, I'll tell you, first of all, to talk about some of the difficulties. This is a community-supported organization, and we are unbelievably blessed to have sponsors all over Great Falls that have really poured their heart and soul into supporting us financially, and so that it takes a lot of work, and that is difficult to do, but it's very gratifying because people believe in this team, believe in what we're doing, and of course we have an opportunity to sponsor them as well and talk about them and have them in our program and things like that. So that is a difficult thing. I think the negotiations with players, that can be challenging. They want something, we want to give them something. You got to kind of come to the middle, and I think most of that is done by Jim, my partner, and of course Steve Keller involved with that. That can be a challenge. I think getting good people to come help. I mean, it's all across the board. In terms of the folks that are going to help us make this a successful program. But I mean, people like the big folks in town, City Motor, TDS, Benefice. The Guard has been incredibly supportive. I mean, we have 104 pages in our program. Yeah. Okay. I mean, Paris is in there. I mean, he's supporting us. This guy is unbelievable.
He looks darn good, too.
He is supporting us. Okay. We have incredible restaurants in town. I mean, it's endless. It's been so cool. I could go through the whole list, but I just want you to know, you guys, we appreciate what Great Falls has done for this organization, what's going on.
When it's time to step up, I feel like Great Falls really does it, and
they really
do. And for something like this, it was so fun. Because I remember being able to go watch, the Globetrotters would come. I don't know if they still do that, but come here every once in a while. And we didn't have like a lot of that stuff, so it was so exciting when they came through. But when I would watch the games and just watch how excited the kids were to meet one of the players, or get a signature, and it was every game. It seemed like as the season went on, there was more and more kids lined up to meet them. And it just was like, it's just something so exciting, to, just have something to do.
We want to provide that for our community. And basically, we're making it a point to have the players come out after the game. You've seen these guys play at such a high level, but they're just normal kids, and they're great kids, anywhere from 23 to 31. And we're asking them to come out, interact with fans, give them signatures, talk to them, chill, have a good time. And they also go out in the community. They're going to eat in restaurants, and they're going to go to grocery stores, and we're going to have them do camps here this year and go to the schools and visit the schools and talk to the schools. These are high character kids, good high quality kids coming in. So
what is it like at the end of the season? How do you guys decide on maybe who you want to let go or who you want to come back? I mean, obviously, not like you want everyone to come back, but that's got to be a tough decision.
It really is. It is a tough decision. That's you wondered what was tough. That is tough to kind of say who's going to come, who we're going to let go, and it really depends on how they mesh with the team, and things like that. But most people are interested in coming back. Then we have people calling the phones off the hook, trying to come here. They all talk, okay?
Yeah.
And they know this is a good program. We take care of the kids. We put them up. We pay them. We pay them when we say we're going to pay them, and they appreciate that. And so some of the players have been our biggest advocates to bring in some high-quality stars in.
That's awesome.
Some of our local players are coming back, like Lyle Hexum. I mean, the guy has been phenomenal in bringing the team together, have a team chat, and bringing in stars like KD Moore and TJ Mockton, guys he played with before on championship basketball in the Midwest, and they're coming in and joining us. KD Moore is unbelievable. That cat can dominate.
So when does the season officially start?
Well, our players, as a matter of fact, come in on February 22nd. We start our practices the day after. We have two practices at Great Falls High on Sunday, the 23rd. And then our first game is March 7th, Friday night, March 7th, 7 p.m., Great Falls High. It's going to be a huge show. We have Rise Athletics coming in and doing our halftime show. They'll be just all over the place doing flips, bombs, whatever it is, jumps. Very talented dance team is coming in, and we really have halftime shows going throughout the season. A majority of our halftimes are already filled up.
That's
with
cool.
Various cool local talent coming in and helping us out. Of course, we also are very happy to announce that we have the Bolt. The Owl is going to be our mascot. He's going to be taking over, okay? This cat is high energy, okay? And he is going to thrill the kiddos and basically from kids to grandpas and grandmas. Bolt's going to take over, and we're excited to have him. There's going to be lots of merch for people to come check out.
That'll be cool.
And there's going to be lots of free giveaways. We've got free pizzas going down. If you can shoot the ball, you're going to get some free pizzas. We got the golfing, with big bones that come out of that.
Yeah.
You get
I remember last year.
You nailed
Yeah.
that. A lot of promotions going on.
That's cool.
So it'll be neat. But Bolt's going to be taking over, so we're sure looking forward to that.
That's awesome. So how did you guys decide that you wanted to do a mascot? How did you kind of...
Well, a lot of teams do mascots, and we just thought it would really add to the energy. And kids just love it, right? We're really working towards getting a lot of the elementary kids here, high school kids and stuff like that. And kids love a good mascot. So we really kind of went back and forth on what we're going to do, and we came up with this name, and some people helped us with that, and we got a sweet mascot, and it's going to be great. We can't wait.
I'm sure whoever it is, they're super awesome for doing it.
Oh, yeah. Super awesome. Sweet.
You guys should go to an elementary school and go to some of the elementary schools and the middle school.
No, absolutely. They're going to love that
team.
stuff.
Take some of the players.
Take the team, take the mascot, and absolutely.
That would be cool.
We're gonna do some of that stuff as we move along in the season. The guys, Peak's been a wonderful sponsor, the Peak.
Yeah.
And the guys spend a lot of time working out there every day. So that's real good. You're gonna see them there at the Peak. Those of you who like to go to the Peak. So that's gonna be.
So any of y'all that think you can ball out there, feel free to go check the Peak when these guys get here and see what you really got.
We got some dudes coming in. I mean, they are talented, man. They are talents, man. And we're from Cush, as small as 5'10", and then we got Montel coming in. He's 6'9", and he's our big guy. And then we've got 6'9", 6'8", and anywhere from 6'4" to 6'8", 6'9".
6'9", that's
with
big.
the little dynamo, little Cush, okay, little Cush. All right, that kid can dominate. He can do really well, man.
He slices and dices
really does.
through that defense, man. He
it's
picks those guys
entertaining.
apart. Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is this basketball is entertaining. Okay, these guys are playing hard with a lot of intensity, a lot of fun, and the other teams know that we got it good, and they're coming and trying to beat us. And we're gonna make a statement.
Yeah.
We're gonna make a playoff run. There's gonna be playoff basketball in Great Falls in June, and we're gonna make a championship run. We're gonna bring the championship. Mark my words. We're gonna bring the championship to Great Falls at the third week of June, right here in Great Falls. Just be ready for it.
Yeah. Well, you guys, didn't you take third last year in the?
We missed the playoffs.
Okay,
by
I'm sorry.
about 10 seconds. I mean, basically, it was the last second shot that kicked us out of the playoff.
Yeah.
And so,
but you had a really good season.
We were in fourth place.
Yeah. Okay. Fourth.
Yeah,
Okay.
fourth
I can remember
because the top two played, or the second and third place guys beat up on each other, and then went to the number one.
Yeah.
And but we beat a lot of the top teams in our conference many times. Seattle Superhawks, the Wenatchee Bighorn. We didn't ever beat the Wenatchee Bighorn Salem Capitals. All the playoff teams we did beat, except for Wenatchee.
Yeah. Well, and so how many teams are in your division? 6?
We have 6 in our division, and for cost purposes, we just keep it within this division, in the Pacific Northwest. And we play teams out of Eugene, Oregon, Vancouver, Washington, Wenatchee, Washington, and Seattle. Yeah, we all just beat up on each other. Salem, of course, Salem, Oregon.
Yeah.
So.
You should probably take your mascot with you to a couple of those.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We have to make a road trip. We may have to have a road trip,
That is so cool, man. It's just everything about this is just so exciting. Like I said, just the energy when you're there. As soon as you walk in, you can feel it. And then you go in through the doors there. Yeah. So how many home games are you guys going to be playing?
So what we're rocking is 12 home games. Okay. So there's 12 home games, 12 away games, and then we're moving into playoff basketball, and that will be the weekend after Memorial Day. Okay. And we'll have probably 2 at home, 1 away, because we're going to have the better record. Okay. We'll have the best record in the league.
Oh, yeah.
This year, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have 12 home games, 12 away games. So it's a short season. Yeah. But these kids come into play and they play hard.
Yeah.
They want to make a statement.
24 games, that's quite a bit in a short amount of time like that.
And of course, it's a bit of a challenge to get our kids out to the West Coast. We fly them on Alaska Airlines out to Seattle and Portland, and it gets a little pricey and such. But we want to get these kids out there fresh, ready to go and beat up on some people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that'll be a good time, man. And so, what happens? What kind of stuff goes into post after the season? Are you guys you're going to Great Falls High again this year?
Yeah, so we'll be at Great Falls High this year. We have some opportunities moving forward where we're going to play, but right now we're at Great Falls High. The public schools have been incredibly supportive of us. I want to talk a little bit about some of our food that we're bringing in. We're going to have street burgers and Tracy's.
John's the bomb.
They're bringing their excellent catering and food in, and they're going to do a terrific job for us. We're going to have dinners for some of the larger sponsors are going to come in and have dinners and stuff like that. But in terms of after we're done with the season and we bring the championship trophy here, we'll rest on our laurels for a bit, but then the work starts right off the bat. I mean, it really is building the team. Right. I mean, that's what really goes into a lot of the early season, the early season work before you get in the winter months and stuff like that and get kids excited. And so that's probably, and then of course we start raising funds and stuff like that in the beginning of the year usually. Actually I take that back, in the fall. Yeah. And it's a lot of busy times, man.
When it just is insane to me that you're a freaking surgeon, a dad, a grandpa, and also doing this. Same with Jim. I mean,
Jim and I, we talk 3-4 times every day. We're talking business. We're making decisions on what we're going to do. And of course, we have some tremendous help here locally. And so it's really been a lot of fun. It's great for me to work with my family and, friends and stuff like that. So,
do you and Jim kind of do the scouting, or how do you go about finding players?
There's always people looking to come here, and when the season's over, we figure out who we're going to keep, who we're going to let go, and then you just pretty much start pounding it, and people start calling, and you start talking to them, and you really start figuring out what kind of package you want to bring to Great Falls. So it seems to work really well. But the word is out. Okay, the word is out, and people want to play here. And there's some give and take. I mean, there's a lot of negotiating going on and stuff like that. Some players have agents and things like that. So
you guys should get some stickers made with a barcode or scan code, and then when I travel, I'll slap them up all over places.
Would be sweet. That'd be
and
sweet.
then people will be like, "What's that?" And they'll look it up, and maybe they're a baller. And
I run into people all over the country. I do my travels and things like that, and they're really excited to hear about what we're doing here in Great Falls. They can't believe that I own a basketball team. They about fall over when they hear that. But
like I was saying, I don't, other than the major. I mean, the U of M and the Bobcats, I don't really know of anything.
Well, we're the only team in the only team in Montana right now. Billings is looking to put a team together. Missoula is looking to put a team together.
That will be
Pocatello. Pocatello is looking to put a team together. Yakima will have a team next year, and so some of these smaller communities, and we're not a big. Well, some big cities have them.
Yeah.
But these smaller communities just tailor made for this experience, and bring this to these smaller communities just to get the whole experience. It's professional basketball.
Well, and the fun thing about it is I just feel like people, I mean, and I can be the same way too. We've become a little disconnected with technology and, and we can watch everything at TV, and especially after, I don't know what happened during COVID. I mean, everyone just locked down and a lot of people didn't want to come back out, and it just for me, it's like this is a fun way to see people in your community or maybe get to meet someone. I met a lot of really cool people because you know me, I'm a little social butterfly. So it was just fun for me just to watch and just to see something that you guys, it just, I don't know. Obviously, I'm really close to it because I'm friends with you guys and Libby, you know, and everything. So it just was so fun to just see all of it. You know what I mean? And I just think it's really cool that you guys are bringing that here.
Right.
Yeah, Paris, do you have any? Did you play basketball?
No, I'm like 5'6", so I definitely can play basketball, just like in gym class for fun. But I just think it's so cool that you're bringing this to Great Falls because I just love seeing the transformation that Great Falls is having. Because I grew up here since I moved here when I was 1 month old. I was born in Browning, Montana.
How cool is that?
And and then there was always there's nothing to do here. And then now there's just so many different things. I mean, from professional basketball to the Voyagers to different events going on to the
music
concerts
scene, Newberry,
downtown,
all
the
that.
Newberry, everything. It's just so cool to see my community turn into this really kind of fun, positive thing to where back in the day it was kind of there's not much to do. I mean, go drive the back roads and I don't know, mess around, do stuff, whatever. Yeah. But yeah, now you're actually giving, especially younger kids stuff to do, which I think is super cool because I just had a daughter. So having stuff for kids to do, I think is awesome. And it's just super cool to watch the whole transformation of kind of what Great Falls is going through.
Yeah. No, this is it's really a grassroots organization, and it's all about this community. It's all about bringing it back to the community. Been so good to me, been so good to Jim, and we really want to turn it around and pay it forward a little bit and provide this really super cool entertainment. And we're not sure where it's going to go. The NBA is probably going to come calling at some point. Okay, their G League is part of the NBA, and that's the discussion that at some point the NBA will come calling because they need feeder leagues. They need feeder teams to the NBA, and that's cool to have have sort of a local connection with all that. Right now, there's not formally with the NBA, but a very professionally run. I encourage you to look up the Basketball League. That's what we're part of. Is the Basketball League, the Great Falls Electric, and the Northwest Conference. But it's super cool. I mean, they do a beautiful job. Dave and Evelyn.
I looked into it.
Her crew does a beautiful job. So.
Yeah, it's just all around good experience because I kind of second what Paris is saying, just kind of seeing the turnaround of Great Falls. I know maybe sometimes it, for progression to happen, and sometimes we need, people to come in from out of state, and the influx of population. I know some people can think it's a negative thing, but it's also can be a beautiful positive thing, especially when we have local people that are investing into the community. So yeah, I think it's so fun just to see people that, care about this community and just
for me and the other thing is for me, I mean, I'm sort of the twilight of my career. I've got about 3-4 years left, 2-3, I don't know, it depends on how it goes, but I'm looking for other things to do. I mean, I'm not going to be satisfied to sit around. So this is really going to be a great opportunity. I'll be able to sink my teeth a little bit more into the organization and run a little day-to-day stuff a little bit more. It's sort of hard for me now because I'm focused on patient care and doing a good job for my patients and what I do at the hospital and things like that. But I think in the next season I'll really enjoy it. And of course my kids are all involved, so we're just having a hoot doing it.
So did you have to convince Polly very hard, or was she on board pretty
no, she's been unbelievably supportive for us. She's really been the rock behind all of it, and she has been supportive. She's come to the game. She gives me tons of advice, and it's been great to have her as a partner. And of course she's raising kids and stuff like that, and grandkids around, but she's very involved in our community. But she's been very supportive of this. And I really do appreciate that in her regard. So.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, just every time I was there, just the girls were working the ticket booth, and then Violet and Claire, and I freaking love those two. They're so cool.
Got my nurse helping me.
Yeah.
It's just we're just we all kind of chill and have a good time. Yeah. So,
well, if you ever need a backup nurse, I'm sure Coco Cuco would love to.
Oh man, Coco Cuco, there's a heck of a lady, man. Dude. She is the best, man. She's the bomb diggity bomb.
She's one of my
beautiful
all-time,
person.
One of my all-time favorite.
We love you, Coco. We love you.
Oh yeah. So, are you guys going to be doing live streaming somehow of the games?
We provide a stream. That's basically a requirement of the league, and so we do have video services of live streaming, and we have an announcer and we have a videographer. and we're going to be doing that. We provide that, and then that's part of the TBL broadcast, and you could basically stream these games anywhere in the States. And when I travel, I would watch the games with regularity, and so that works real well. And then we also have a radio guy as well. So yeah, we've got kind of the whole package there in terms of the presentation and things like that. So it's nice for folks that maybe won't go at home. We had quite a few followers last year. For the video stream. Yeah.
I should ask the halftime maybe if they would. It'd be fun to go over there and have like a little
watch
party.
We do have watch parties. We're going to have watch parties, particularly on the away games, and it's Buffalo Wild Wings has been very gracious to support us that way. And we'll have on some of their big screens and stuff like that. So Buffalo Wild Wings will be doing our away games there, and then we have all kinds of community things in town. The Stadium Club's been super supportive. We'll have some parties after games there, parties after games at the Wild Wings, and so bringing some of the players over and meet the kids and stuff like that.
Okay.
So
that's awesome, man. Well, I look forward to it. Paris, I know you probably look forward to it.
I'm getting super excited about it because
Paris is the man. I mean, Jake's the man. These guys are unbelievable. Have this young talent around us.
Yeah. I'm just excited to actually just go to the games. I think that'll be so fun because I knew that you were starting, but I didn't actually know what was going on last year.
Right.
So now, I know that's official. Hearing you talk about everything, I was like, oh, I got to go to this.
Yeah, we're getting the word out. I missed it. And one of the cool things that we offer for sort of the top tier fan experience is a VIP seats. Now, these things have been gone for a while. I mean, they're the hot ticket item, and basically they cost a few bones. But here's the deal: you get courtside seats. And you're basically the players in your lap. I do not lie. You sat in those on occasion. If there was an open seat, Jake was over there checking it out. So, but
a little perk of knowing the guy.
No, hey, he's there. I said, go sit over there. You're good. But you're right on the players, and that's a really cool experience. And you see these big guys just banging. Okay,
dude. And they're just grinding out there. Man.
Those guys play so hard. They want to make. They're trying to get to the next level.
Right.
And they know how important it is for us to win.
Yeah.
And they're competitive. They do not mess around. They play hard. They play very hard.
So I guess I don't really know what else. Is there anything else you want to cover that you want to, or how would people go to look up your guys' team schedule and things like that?
So we start March 7th. We have a couple weekend dates in March, and of course two weekend dates in April. There's an all-star break, and then we're home most of May. So,
but do you have a social media page?
Oh yeah. So the Great Falls Electric, is our web page, and that's up and running and looking pretty good. You can purchase tickets, season tickets, as well as single game tickets on the website. It's got all the personnel. It'll soon have all the players on there once we get all our stuff set up and things like that. Mm-hmm. And it's a really interactive website, so that's the way. And then of course we have a pretty big presence on Instagram and Facebook. Just search for the Great Falls Electric, and we have nearly daily posts on there by one of the folks that work with us. And so it's going to get a lot more exciting once we get them here, and we can actually have real video and pictures of these guys in Great Falls Electric uniforms. So that's kind of our sort of grassroots opportunity. And then we're advertising on Star Radio as well.
Okay. With Sean.
Yep, Sean and Taylor Poitras helping us with that. And we've put together, we're going to be part of the community calendar there, so they're going to do a beautiful job for us. Yeah. So, but I think if you really want to learn about the team, check the web out and check out the Facebook and Instagram. There are even some new posts today.
Oh,
yeah, straight up.
Okay. Well, I seen the one where they were messing with the link for the webpage, I think, on the Instagram story. So, I try to keep up pretty well.
Yeah, no, there's we're having a lot of stuff being posted right now, so it's pretty exciting to see.
Cool. Well, if you guys do any community involvement stuff, let me know, because I'm always down to go.
Oh, for sure.
Volunteer a little time.
Yeah. We'll definitely tap into you for that.
I'm always good with pulling on the union's arm. Honestly, you should go hit them up. Maybe some sponsorship.
Oh, that'd be unbelievable.
Yeah,
I love it. Maybe next year. We've got a 104-page program. I mean, that's unprecedented throughout this league, and Jim really has been the engine behind that.
Yeah.
But we have 104 different sponsors going in there, as well as all the player bios, and everything's going to go in there here as soon as we get them all into town and get them all locked and loaded. So it's going to be pretty cool.
So what's a ticket going to run you for the kiddo and for the adult?
So what we're offering is basically we're not changing our ticket prices this year. It's $15. I mean, basically that's a movie. Okay, you come in $15 for adults. Okay, and kids and military is $10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what we're looking.
Well worth it.
I think that's the tier. I mean, I'm not real familiar with all that. I have to talk to Heidi. She's running that show.
Oh, sorry, I'm putting you on the spot there.
So no, that's all right. And then season tickets, $125 for the whole season.
Yeah.
And so you can do that.
And that was 8 at home games or 12 home
12 home games.
Okay.
But dude, this June's going to be rocking this play. I do not lie. The talent we're bringing in, we're going to bring playoff basketball. Something
I believe
we'll do the best of 3, and the 2 and 3 games will be here. But we're going to win out. We're not going to have any best of 3s. We're going to win the 2 games.
They ain't gonna worry about it.
Well, I put a little pressure on my coach. He gives me the cock. We have a great coach. So this guy's he's gonna be really put the talent together.
Well, and just with seeing what you guys did last year, it can only go
just
up from there, right?
Right out of the chutes. I mean, here we are beating on teams and stuff like that. Finished 10-10.
Yeah,
we played 20 games last year.
That's right.
We finished 10-10, and like I say, we just missed the playoffs. So the last second shot, we missed the playoffs. So but we appreciate what the community did for us last year. Coming to games, supporting us. You saw that.
Yeah.
They were wild. I mean, people went crazy. A lot of trash talking, a lot of fun, a lot of yelling and hollering. And we were so grateful for the community coming to support us.
Well, just the energy, like I said, you can tell that people were excited. There was a buzz.
Yeah.
And I was just shocked how many people didn't really know about it. And I just felt like
we really went, we went just very chill on the advertising. A lot of money. Okay,
Yeah.
And so, we really wanted to use that money for our players. All right, really support the talent that was coming in, because it's not just paying the players, Jake.
Yeah,
we got to put them up. Okay, so we got to put them in an apartment, fully furnished. I got to fly them out. Got to keep them in hotels when we're out on the West Coast. There's a lot of funds that go into all that. Yeah. So we decided to really invest in our players rather than the advertising. And I think we missed a little bit on that. So we've kind of picked it up a little this year, have some real high quality folks coming in to help us with this. And then also we have, the radio presence and stuff like that. So
well, and that's smart though, investing in the travel and stuff. You don't want them staying at Roach Motels and then getting a bad reputation. People aren't going to want to come play to you for you if you
pretty
can't.
much all exclusive Marriott hotels, and we're the Fairfield Inns and stuff like that, which is it's going to be a fine place for them. And then we're putting them on airplanes and stuff like that, so nice. They don't have to spend 12 to 14 hours a day in an event like a lot of teams do. Okay, think about it. Well, you're driving out to Portland. Think about that, or to Southern Oregon.
I was wondering if you guys flew or if you drove, or
we fly them out, and then in between the venues there on the West Coast, they'll drive in a van and stuff like that. So
dang.
Yeah,
well, you guys are taking care of them. Sounds like a good time. So, do you travel at all with the team?
I haven't traditionally. I'm just a busy guy. I've got my work. I'm on call a lot, and then I've got a daughter playing traveling volleyball this year, so we're going to travel with her, and so I'd love to though. It's on the bucket list.
I just see you in a suit. You and Jim just suited and booted, just fancy. And then, but the suit's got to be Hawaiian themed.
For sure. No, I like that. I wish I had a Hawaii. I thought about wearing it, but I wasn't sure.
Like I told you, the only reason why I look good is because of Libby. She had this suggestion. So.
No, I enjoy the Hawaiian Islands. So
Glenn is a big Hawaiian shirt guy. So in honor of him, I obviously had to wear it today. So
that's very cool.
Yeah. So I think we're kind of getting close to an hour, aren't we, Paris?
Yeah, we're getting close.
All right, cool. Do you have anything you want to throw in there and ask Glenn? Or
no, not really. I'm just super excited to go, and thanks for bringing us to Great Falls. I think it's going to be super fun.
And Paris, thanks for partnering with us. And Fresh Bread Production going to be a big part of our year. And this guy is unbelievably talented. We can't wait to see what he has. He's going to be doing a lot of our media stuff and all of our picks and rocking the. They're going to be blown away when.
Have you seen some of the videos?
Oh, dude, yes, dude,
he's so good.
They're going to be blown away when they see what he's doing. So we can't wait to see the talent that you bring to the table. It's going to be very exciting. So he's been very helpful for us.
Well, and I was laughing because he told me he's going to make the mascot do a backflip for the photo day. So we'll see what happens.
We got to keep that. We got to keep that mascot healthy. So that guy's got to get going. So
were you talking about doing like an introductory day, like shooting with him?
Yeah, we have. Very excited. The folks that were working with us early on wanted to have a media day. Just a formal day to kind of really feature the players and get formal interviews and whatever videos and still shots to put in our program and things like that. So we have been able to set that up for actually is it next week? Yeah. I believe it's next week.
That's awesome.
And so we're going to have about 4 or 5 hours in the gym with the kids, and we're also going to bring in some of the local media. the paper and Star Radio, and some of the sports radio guys are coming in, and so it's going to be just an opportunity for everybody to meet everybody, and
that's awesome.
And get on their level, and so I'm really looking forward to how that's all going to go.
Is Tom Wiley involved again this year?
Tom, I just found that out today. Tom has decided he will not be able to help us. I just found that out today. I thought he was going to be dialed in, but for now, Tom's a great guy, and he did a phenomenal job for us. I love to hear his broadcast, but I guess he's got a little bit too much in the cooker, so we'll see how it goes.
He's a busy dude. They keep him busy over there.
He is a busy guy. So
and he's just got the perfect voice for it.
No, he's super talented.
Yeah,
I can't believe that. He was our announcer last year. Did a beautiful job with our streaming. So
that was another one of my favorite parts of going to games, is getting to see Tom and then go bug him for a while. No. Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like we've taken up plenty of your time. It's getting a little late. I got to go finish packing for Arizona. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Well, we really appreciate people. Get out there, go see Glenn, go see Jim, go see the family, go see some basketball, people. You want to watch some entertainment.
Hey, come on over. These are weekends. You got nothing else going on. Come on over to Great Falls High. Wonderful venue, top-notch venue. Some of the best gyms. It's the best gym in the entire conference that we play in is the Great Falls High Gym. The Great Falls Public Schools are so supportive of our endeavor, and we can't wait to bring it here to Great Falls and come support the team.
And you can go watch some basketball, get an awesome burger. Are they going to serve omelets? He said Tracy's going to be there. I want to get an omelet.
Well, I don't know. They're going to be doing some barbecue, burgers. I mean, it's going to be excellent food.
That's awesome,
coming out of the hopper.
That's going to be fun.
That'll be good food and great entertainment and lots of good music and a lot of excitement, a lot of good play basketball.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, this has been an absolute pleasure. I feel like I say that every time, but I love you, Glenn. I've known you for a little bit now, and you're just such an awesome dude, and I'm just excited to see what happens.
Jake happened to marry one of my favorite people, so, the guy's done a great job, and we love Libby and Caitlin, and we grew up with those kids, so all our families grew up together, so we're just happy to have Jake part of the family.
Yeah, well, you were kind of forced to into me, but
hey, we're all right, though. We had a good time, my man, okay?
Right. Well, then same thing with Paris, and you got Nikki that works for you.
Oh, yeah, I love Nikki. Nikki's one of our top scrub techs, and unfortunately, we're a little lame right now because she's gone, and we're missing her terribly. But we know that it's been a beautiful experience for her to be a mother, and just the top-notch congratulations to Paris and Nikki for this beautiful baby that has come into this world, and we just wish, but nothing for the best for you guys.
Thank you.
For a beautiful baby. Okay. Yep.
The connections are insane.
No, it is. It is. Yeah, we love Nikki. Oh my God. Well, Nikki used to play volleyball with my kids. Come on.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Back at CMR. I mean, it's unbelievable.
That's awesome.
Yeah, great connections.
Well, we'll let you get home. I know you had a long day, and you literally came in right from work to here, so we'll let you get home and get some rest.
One more time, website, where can they get tickets? Where can they follow you on social media? Anything like that? Just real quick.
Yeah, real quick. So the website is the Great Falls Electric. Just go ahead and dial that in, and you'll find the website there. It's real interactive, and that's my partner. It's real interactive, and then you can buy tickets there on the website, both single season and single game night and season tickets, and then you can of course buy games at the door at the same price. And then, of course, social media on Facebook, just search the Great Falls Electric and it'll come right up, professional basketball team, as well as Instagram. And there's a really active.
Just those two, Facebook and Instagram?
Just Facebook and Instagram is what we got going so far.
All right, man.
For sure. Okay.
Awesome.
Ooh, you want to wrap it up, Jake?
Yeah, sure. This is Jake, Glenn, and Paris at Through the Ropes podcast. Thanks for checking us out, and we'll see you soon.
Take care.